as I take the lead goes, I would definitely say that everything that Shane said, I agree with. That it takes time to develop that relationship. I've been part of I Take the Lead for a little over a year now as well, and I'm in a group that I've been in for a while, and I really have gotten to know the people, and it's starting to come through now. Like, we're starting to do collaborative things together. We're starting to do these kind of things together. I've known Shane for a while as well, and it just kind of things just pop up. He and I were talking about another project I'm working on, which is these expert interview videos, and we just happened to mention this, right? And so I'm like, yeah, I'll be happy to come on and do this. So you just never know where that connection is going to come from, right? So I think that's the thing to know about. You were talking about that, like my opinion on that too is that relationships are everything, and it's really hard to separate those things as well. I mean, we have a business coach at Action Coach with Lonnie, and some of you probably a lot of you probably met her before. And we one of our coaching calls every week, well, not every, but every other week, is we meet for breakfast, and we've developed a great relationship with her from that, and I would not give that up for anything. It is definitely about business. We definitely talk about the numbers. We're definitely going through all of that at breakfast, but we have developed a personal relationship too. So it's also fun. I mean, it's like she's our friend as well. So I have a hard time separating those business from professional relationships. I mean, you certainly don't want to take advantage of your friends, right? I mean, you don't want to use them in any way. I mean, I think that's the key. I mean, it's all about giver's gain. If you're both out there trying to help each other instead of trying to just help yourself, I mean, I think that's the mentality. I mean, that's the whole thing. The giver's gain focused is what you should be out there doing. If you're going out to these leads groups trying to get people to give you leads all the time and begging for business, that just doesn't work, right? So that's what I would in general say about it, right? All right, cool. I see the PowerPoint, so I'll tell you when to flip.
Yep.
How's that work, Shane? Is that cool?
Yep.
All right. So, and we're talking about reputation and really how it affects you online and how it affects your business, and so that it all once again, this is about relationships. All of you on this phone right now on the line have a reputation. The question is it represented correctly online, right? Because one of the things I would say is that people's default pattern typically, and it's just the way the world works, unfortunately, is to be negative. So a lot of what we see is people with negative reviews out there when most of their customers or patients would say great things about them. So it's really reputation for me is about having a process in place to make sure that your good reputation is properly reflected. So, to look at someone that if you're out there trying to purchase a service for yourself, say you're looking for, and I'm going to slow down, by the way. I can tell I'm going a little fast.
I do that too.
So I just caught myself. I realized I could start talking really quick. It's the Mountain Dew talking right now. So, if you're
Your
looking
line
for a
is now
dentist,
muted.
imagine, and we all go get referrals is what I would do. I would ask my friends, my family, my people I network with, hey, what's a great dentist? And I got a list of 3 of them here in front of me, and they all seem the same. They all have the same kind of backgrounds. They're about the same price, do the same kind of services. How do I choose? So I'm going to look them up online. I probably look them up online anyway, even if it's just one guy. I'm going to look them, but I got 3 in front of me. So the first dentist I look up has 4 good reviews and 2 bad reviews. The next one has no reviews, so they got no one saying anything about them online. And then the third dentist has 6 5-star reviews. Which dentist do you choose? And I think it's an obvious question. You're going to choose the one with 6 5-star reviews. So the impact of the reviews is huge. Those are the people that are going to call you. You won't even know that people don't call you if you have the bad reviews, especially, or the no reviews. All things being equal, people do business with people, and people do business with people they like. And this reputation indicates the kind of experience that someone's going to have when they're working with you in your company or your practice, right? Next slide.
Okay.
So there's 4 game changers we're going to talk about today, and why reputation is front and center. So the first one is that within the last year or so, Google actually merged companies' website pages and their Google Plus pages and their Google local pages all together, so that reputation is front and center. So you can see this poor dentist has been on these slides for a little while. We're never going to change it, but he's, it still shows up. Literally you can see he's got 15 out of 30, and with 10 Google reviews, and that's pretty bad. If you looked at this up yourself, and you can see this, by the way, from searching for a company name or any company's name plus their city. If you're a single person, you may not see it, but most of these, there's 80 million of them out there, right? You're going to see that reputation front and center, and the ones that are negative have the biggest impact. So you really want to see positive 5-star reviews out there to really grow your reputation and to grow your business as well and get more customers. So next slide. The other part of this game changer number 2 is that no matter what you do as far as online advertising, if you do pay-per-click with Google, you go out there and you try to get your site ranked. You get out there on local directories. Do what we call maps marketing as well. If you're showing up on the map, whatever you do, reviews are always going to show up, and you're going to see them, and people are going to judge you, based on what your reviews are out there. So, like I said, once again, this is a representation of your reputation, the reviews that are out there. So you can see on the upper area up there, that's pay-per-click, the area where you have the kind of yellowish straw color. It's pay-per-click. Down the side is also
right here.
Well, and then you can see down in the middle part there, you have organic search. All these are showing reviews. You can see the reviews and the number of stars right there. Next slide. Oh, this one came through great. All right. Outstanding. Thank you, Meeting. All right. So what this slide is saying is that the kind of the old school way of looking at how you would develop your presence online was, the first thing you would do is, and by the way, first let me just say, I 100% believe in social media, SEO, websites, all that local marketing piece. It is critical that you have it. The problem is if you go out and you spend a bunch of money on that and you ignore your reputation, and then you build all the great stuff first, and then you come in and you try to build or repair your reputation, people are going to see all these negative reviews out there. I really believe that the way to do this is to focus on putting the processes in place right away at the very foundation to build your reputation. When you first start a business, especially if you've been in business for a while, focus on getting that reputation positive. Then when people see you out there on the web, when they see your pay-per-click, when they see your Facebook social media, they're going to see great things. They're going to see positive reviews, and they're going to be pre-sold when they call you. They're already going to know, like, and trust you and know what that experience is going to be. Because that's the other thing that makes people buy is that know, like, and trust factor, and these reviews really drive that behavior. So it's foundational. It's something you can't ignore, and you don't want to do it in the opposite order. That's what this slide is saying in a very jumbled way. So next slide. All right. So this is an interesting stat from Bright Local. This is a survey done in the spring of this year. And the biggest game changer for me is that buyers really trust reviews out there. And so 79% of people, of the buyers that are out there in the marketplace, said that they trust reviews just as much as a personal recommendation. So that means, you get a referral, and then someone's going to, 80% of the time they're going to trust what people say online just as much as that referral. The other aspect of this, too, is, think of your own behavior. Someone gives you a referral, and you say, well, what's their phone number? Oh, I can't find the business card. Just Google them. I hear that so many times. You're going to go out there and Google them. You see the bad reputation. That phone call is not going to happen. You're not going to call someone if you get someone refers you to a business owner that has a bad reputation. You're very unlikely to call them. The other side of this, too, is I've had this happen before. Someone was actually going to give a referral to someone else. I was in an I Take the Lead executive meeting, and they hesitated to give the referral because they knew this person had a bad reputation online, even though they personally knew this person and they trusted them. They were still afraid that their friend was going to see look that person up before they called them and see the bad review out there and be like, why'd you give me this person, right? So it even impacts whether someone will give you a referral or not, too. So it's a wide range impact of what reputation can do for you, can help or hurt you online. Next slide. So this is usually a slide build, but this is a study that Nielsen did. They're the television people, right? So they wanted to find out what consumers thought about advertising. So, the first one you can see is recommendations are still number one. 90% of people are going to completely trust or somewhat trust those recommendations from people they know. The second most effective is going to be consumer opinions posted online, right? Remember, they're interrelated too. People are going to look you up no matter what. So that, having both of those in effect is so important. Having your reputation solid with great reviews and great 5-star reviews, it's a very effective, one of the most effective ways to do marketing, right? I really consider referrals. I don't know if I consider them marketing. I mean, it's a form of marketing, but it's more about relationships. So I really think that having your reviews out there, your 5-star reviews out there, is the most effective way of actually online marketing. Next slide. So this is an interesting stat too. The question is, how many reviews does it take before someone believes what you're saying online? So Demand Force did a study, and they determined that you need a minimum of 6 to 10. So once you get to 6 to 10, 70% of consumers will trust what's being said. So it really takes an average of at least that many. I would say 6, but let's just go with the high end and say 10 5-star reviews before consumers trust you. It's also similar to the threshold that Google places before they're going to actually show the number of stars on your review. So Google kind of has read this same stuff we read, and they said, hey, let's put this up to 10, and then we'll start showing a star rating for people for the number of reviews they have out there. So, and by the way, on a side note, on Google, I don't think it's in this presentation, but Google has actually come out and said that it's going to be really hard for you to get to the first page without having positive reviews, without having a positive reputation. The reason they say that is because when you search on we'll say with dentists today, when you search on a dentist in Denver, that Google wants to make sure that they're showing you the best dentist that they can show you in the area you're searching in. So the way they can find that is by reviews. Google is actually going to be putting in even a review center. There's all kinds of stuff happening with Google where they are very, very serious about reputation. So you watch in the next few months. It's already been happening over time. I'm starting to see. We see reviews alone getting people on the first page. You get enough great reviews out there, you're going to see yourself showing up on the first page in your category. So pretty amazing stuff just from reviews. It's not an SEO type of thing, but it does have that. It's not search engine optimization, but it does have that effect. When you have great reviews, Google notices, and they're gonna place you much higher if people are searching for you.